Hello, Daz here with Lockz. This video is about the Sparrows Revolver. This is part one. It's basically a bit of an introduction and what you get when you purchase this thing. It's to me, it's an awesome training tool. What you see on this pinning mat is everything that you get. You also get the little case that it comes in, but I'll just move that aside for now. So what I've done with my lock for now, because I am a beginner, I've taken out all the special security pins, because in 2, 3, and 4 there's 2 special security pins in each. There's 2 spools, 2 serrateds, and 2 mushrooms in 2, 3, and 4 respectively. Now I've taken them all out because I wanted to show you everything that you get. So with this whole package, you get 14 of each security pin. So you get 14 spool pins, 14 serrated pins, and 14 mushroom pins. Now you get 10 extra springs in case one of them takes a dive and goes under the couch. Same with the grub screws. Because they're dark, they can hide in corners very easily. I also got a set of 25 different key pins over here, all in different sizes. I've kind of broken them down into their different lengths. And then of course you get the Allen key so that you can take apart this whole device. You also get an SC4, which is basically what that means is it's a 6-pin Schlage key. Now what you get with this is a 4-pin, or sorry, a 5-pin. You get a 5-pin lock. Now what I've noticed online is that the bidding on this standard, this 5-pin, or this 5-pin key that you get, they're all different. The 6-pin Sparrows key that I've seen online, these are all the same, but this bidding here will be different on all of them. Now these sets of vids that I'm going to be going through are going to be about things that I found out myself and from watching people online use this tool. Now Sparrows has kind of fixed the issue of the core getting stuck when the bottom of the core, which is a wide open slot, goes past one of these Bibles. Now I'll just quickly pick it here for you just to show you. This is the easiest one to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So when the bottom of this core passes these driver pins, it was getting locked up before, but Sparrows kind of fixed, like I say, the issue. So it just hits all the driver pins up top and then you can continue picking around. But I will get into how they fix that in another video, because I just don't want these videos to be so long, so that you can watch parts that interest you or rewatch certain parts instead of fast forwarding or going back quite a ways to watch the part that you want. Now these Sparrow pins are important to understand because for example, there are only, at least in my kit, there are only 20 standard driver pins. Now if you wanted to pin this lock up with 6 standard all the way, just for practice, because I'm a beginner, that's what I would want to do. You don't have enough driver pins to do that. I've used all the driver pins and all I have left are security pins. There is a way around this, but like I say, we'll get into that in another video. Now the cost of this lock for me in Canada was $49, and plus taxes and shipping. I also added, which I would recommend, is a plug follower, which is $1.95. Now you don't have to have this, absolutely not, but I see this as a training tool, and this just helps with your learning so that you can fully disassemble. You can get practice pushing the core out with a plug follower. Of course, you don't have to get it, but it just helps. You also don't need a pair of tweezers with this, because you can kind of knock them out the top like this. And but again, it helps, but you absolutely don't have to get that. I'll show you a way to get this whole thing apart without having the springs pop out. There are ways to do it, and I've made every mistake, absolutely. So the total cost with the follower and shipping for me in Canada was $64.27. Now, if you wanted to buy to complement this, if you wanted to buy 4 Lockz, in my contractor series, I specifically bought all those Lockz for that purpose. Now, the problem I ran into, and this is just me being a beginner, the problem I ran into was these pins are a bigger diameter than these pins. These are 0.093 or 94. These are 0.115 or somewhere around there. But I specifically bought these for that reason, and I can't do it. Now I have to either make my own pins or go buy a security set so that I can repin these up. It's just that extra cost. So this one was on sale for $9.99, but the regular price on this is $12.99. Same with this one, is $12.99. So $12.99 plus tax, around $15. So if you were to buy 4 Lockz at $15, you're at $60 already, and you still don't have extra security pins. They're not easily taken apart. If you put one security pin in and you're just having trouble, so you want to just put it back to a standard and try a security pin in another hole, you can't do that easy. You got to just take the whole thing apart for testing and playing, that kind of stuff. So that's my first introduction with the Sparrows Revolver. Again, my next videos will be going through of course the pins, explaining the pins, beginning picking orders, what I kind of did, what order to start to, like to elevate your skills, pick sets to use, that kind of thing. I'm gonna have a few videos on this absolute wonderful tool. But thank you for watching, and that's my video.